Today I'm going to talk about extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. And everybody has a little of both. And I normally don't go off on the psycho stuff or the psycho babble. I'm the guy that stays away from the self-help section, all that stuff. Don't like to spend a lot of time there. I like to take action. I'm a man of action, or at least I think I am. But let's talk about extrinsic and intrinsic motivation, because I do buy into these two concepts. And if you're working with people that are trying to achieve goals, you need to identify where they're at. And let's start with extrinsic motivation. And everybody has a little bit of extrinsic motivation, some more than others. I'll define extrinsic motivation as this. Somebody comes up to you and says, I'm going to come back here in 3 weeks. If you can do 100 push-ups, I'll give you $1,000. So you take up that challenge. You say, hey, that sounds like a good challenge. I'd like $1,000. $1,000 would be nice. I'm going to do 100 push-ups. So you start working on your push-ups. Guy comes back. You take your test. You get your $1,000 for doing 100 push-ups. You're externally rewarded via cash, and you're happy for the time being. That's the extrinsically motivated person. Now, the intrinsically motivated person is the person that after they do this says, you know what, I did 100 push-ups. I got $1,000, but you know what, I feel stronger in my chest and shoulders, and I just kind of like the way that feels. I'm going to start doing more push-ups, maybe see if I can get 110, 120, just for my own challenge. I don't really care if I get paid or not. Now, we all want a little bit of that intrinsic motivation, and I think most of us out here that are pretty fit have intrinsic motivation. You know, we like the way it feels. You know, there's the runner's high or the lifter's high when you do a couple sets and you just feel those endorphins. You got your music on, you're cruising back from the gym, all's well with the world. You like the way that feels. That's great. That's intrinsic motivation. But unfortunately, if you're in a fitness business, you're working with a lot of people that are just purely extrinsically motivated. And I don't want to throw extrinsic motivation out the window, because we all have a little of it. It's our basic vanity. It's when we do squats and we make a video of us doing a PR. I don't know who does that kind of thing, or who does like as many muscle ups or whatever as he can do, or deadlifts. I know a lot of people like that. You're probably watching this video right now. We're all extrinsically motivated to some degree. We all seek a reward from the outside world, some acknowledgement. That's good. If you had no extrinsic motivation, you'd probably be autistic. You'd probably be like some guy that just does like 1,000 push-ups all alone and doesn't tell anybody about it, but just likes doing, push-ups or whatever, because that's good for them and great for them. But I mean, that could be like some kind of disorder if you were going that route. But extrinsic motivation, no one should get self-righteous and just say, oh, I only do this for myself. I only exercise for my own well-being, and I don't care about how I look or how the world perceives me. That's self-righteous. I mean, everybody has a little bit of external motivation, but you got to balance it out. Not everybody has intrinsic motivation. So if you're in the fitness business, how do you get people to be intrinsically motivated? I mean, only thing you can do is just put in a good word. When someone starts to make progress, maybe they started their workout program for a certain goal, and it's always an extrinsic reward. So, and I get this all the time. I get people that are trying to get in shape for a wedding. Obviously, they want to be in great shape for a wedding. Usually the bride, she wants to look beautiful on her wedding day for all the photos for posterity. Or somebody's getting divorced and they want to get in shape again, or somebody's going to a high school reunion. Maybe they're going to see somebody they used to know. So it's all external. And once they hit these goals, are they going to go back to where they were, or are they going to keep at it? We all see I've seen pictures of couples. I've gone into people's houses where they've got a picture of them on their honeymoon, and guy's got like 6-pack abs, and the woman's like, nicely fitting in a bikini, and, you look at them now and they're just kind of not what they used to be, obviously. So that was that moment in time. So intrinsic motivation is kind of getting that person saying, didn't you feel good, just inside, wasn't everything kind of going better for you health-wise and mentally when you were in better shape. And if you get somebody that thought process, you can get them or help them get intrinsically motivated. But a word of warning to you for anybody in this business trying to help people, a lot of people just are not intrinsically motivated. And it's kind of a bummer, and you feel like slapping them upside the head sometimes. But that's just my two thoughts. What are your opinions? I'll catch you later.